Archangel Michael proclaims, "The silence they maintain is more profound than the mightiest storm this night." May 20th transcended the mundane, standing apart from the ordinary flow of time. It was the day your essence shone forth in a manner they could never have anticipated. Your smile that day radiated a divine brilliance. It was a code that lingered in their minds, impossible to forget. And now they stand before you, lost and uncertain. They encountered a revelation that transformed their perception of your essence. And it wasn't a fault of yours. It was the manner in which light embraced you, as though the divine sought to unveil your true essence. Your smile held a divine essence, a force that struck fear into the hearts of those ensnared in deception. Their hearts ceased to beat upon witnessing the true power of your presence. Your smile radiates a divine light, as if your essence has danced with celestial beings in realms untouched by the mundane. That smile, they claimed, it lingered in their minds that night and accompanied them into sorrow. They struggled to express their newfound understanding of you, but May 20th revealed a dimension of your character they never thought possible. Transcendent in beauty, unmatched in strength, shielded from harm, and they tremble at the thought of your truth consuming their hidden truths. Type Amen to receive divine favor. March of the year 1933. Your smile radiates a strength that defies the notion of being shattered. Someone crafted by celestial precision. They were unprepared for the sheer force of your joy, standing boldly against every sorrow you've endured. And when they beheld it, they understood that a grander design was in motion. In the stillness of that night, your name was softly spoken over the phone, a sacred utterance in the dark. The voice from the other side declared, "Then it is indeed true." That smile transcends humanity. It is a divine indication. You transformed into the dialogue among those who never fully understood your essence. And now they tremble at the thought of you uncovering their secrets. They fear the moment you realize your true potential and ascend, leaving them in the shadows of your ascent. But even more than that, they're fearful that divine forces are already aligning in your favor. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 717. Archangel Michael declares, "You possess a radiance in your countenance that even darkness bows to." On May 20th, an attempt was made to capture your essence in a photograph under the illusion that it was merely another moment of joy. Yet, upon examining the photo later, an inexplicable presence emerged behind your eyes, prompting them to share it with another, someone profoundly attuned to the spiritual realm. That individual wept merely at the sight of it and remarked, "This soul has yet to discover their true essence." Since that day, this individual has been unable to find restful slumber. They've maintained their separation, not out of anger, but from a sense of intimidation as your truth starts to emerge. Your smile resonates with a purpose that sends shivers through the hearts of others. Type Amen to receive divine favor. September 1999. They perceived that you were under observation, yet not by mere mortals. They understood that divine beings have been surrounding you, protecting each breath, each step. And when you smiled that day, it felt as if the universe itself had spoken through you. They now tremble at the thought of confronting you. Not out of remorse, but due to their awareness of your impending ascent. They understand that once you uncover the truths of May 20th, your entire existence will transform. You shall commence your journey as one imbued with divine power. This individual had the desire to share but found themselves paralyzed in the moment. They crafted a message for you that night only to erase it thrice. Every moment their hands trembled and their spirit felt inadequate to even deliver it. Summon a man to receive divine favor. February 2022. On May 20th, you illuminated the space in a manner beyond comprehension. Your smile radiated an undeniable power. It was destiny. It created an atmosphere where those nearby sensed the very fabric of time stretching and bending, as if fate itself was extending its hand through you to reveal your true essence to them. On that day, a single soul beheld a spark within your gaze, a glimmer that seemed to possess profound wisdom. They witnessed the depths of your suffering, and yet you radiate joy as if no hardship could ever tarnish your glory. That struck fear into their hearts. Someone even claimed their smiles transcend the ordinary. They smile as if they have emerged from the depths of trials, now carrying an inner light that radiates strength. Ever since those words were uttered, they have kept their distance, trembling at the thought that you might glimpse the truth they witnessed. Type Amen to receive divine favor. April 2014. Your smile that day was not born of happiness. It emerged from harmony. You are entering a realm far beyond the ordinary existence. And May 20th marked the divine call to action. This individual is grappling with an inner tempest, fully aware that they are indebted to you for the truth. Yet the revelation would unveil far more than mere emotions. It would unveil deceptions, treacheries, and neglected vows. They resist the urge to yield, yet they sense your strength surging forth. You smiled as if you had bestowed grace upon them long before any apology was uttered, and that shattered them more profoundly than any cruel word ever might. You revealed the essence of elegance and poise, and now they are forever marked by it. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 525 Archangel Michael proclaims, there is strength in the motion of your lips. On May 20th, on that fateful day, a secret was bestowed upon you without your consent. A profound message reached your essence, and your spirit answered in silence. Your smile resonated with a powerful presence. It transcended mere joy. It was a response to the illumination stirring within you. They beheld it, and it reverberated through their very essence. Later, someone remarked to them, you didn't encounter a being. You encountered a message. That smile was a celestial message. And from that moment on, they have observed you from afar, uncertain of how to engage with what now seems divine. Type Amen to receive divine favor. August 2008. Your smile radiates the confidence of one who has already embraced their destiny. You smiled on May 20th as if you possessed a secret, as if you were attuned to a sound that eluded everyone else. That instilled fear in those who questioned your power. They struggled to accept that you were destined for greatness. Yet that day revealed the truth. And ever since, they have concealed the truth, fearing it would alter the very fabric of existence. They tremble at the thought that if you were to uncover the truths they now possess, you would abandon them. They dread the moment you awaken to the magnitude of the spiritual battle. Your smile alone brings everything to a close. Your transformation is what makes you formidable, not your past actions. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 644. A person has delved into your past images following May 20th. They sought out the signs they had overlooked, and what they beheld left them in awe. Your smile has always been extraordinary. It possessed knowledge long before you were aware of suffering. It bore brilliance long before you learned the art of radiance. Now they seek to comprehend what has always been yours. This individual is confronting a heavy burden of remorse. They regret not recognizing your true worth sooner. Now they seem like an outsider to your destiny. Type Amen to receive divine favor. January 2021. They beheld your radiant smile shared with another, and in that moment, something within them broke apart. Not from envy, but from the understanding that you are mending, radiating, and progressing on your own terms, free from the need for anyone's approval. That moment plays in their mind endlessly, a divine echo of what once was. The manner in which you shifted your gaze, the serenity in your demeanor, the strength in your quietude. They now feel they were in the presence of something divine. Your smile radiates with the promise of greatness, as if destined for the grandest of stages. An individual poised to attain a recognition that is unstoppable. That is the reason for their silence. They sense a distance that separates them from your presence. Tape was destined to receive blessing 606. They've inscribed your name in a sacred tome not long ago, yearning to reconcile with the emotions stirred on May 20th. Yet whenever they attempt to inscribe something unfavorable, their hand becomes paralyzed. It feels like the cosmos is cautioning them, refrain from opposing one who strides with divine presence at their back. You smiled that day with a knowing grace, as if you had witnessed the final chapter unfold. As one who transcends mere survival in conflicts, emerging victorious with a serene strength and elegance. And now, each time that smile crosses their minds, they sense their own facades crumble away. One near to them proclaimed, "Should you choose not to speak the truth now, your silence shall transform into a burden." Yet they have postponed. To discuss that moment would require confronting their envy, acknowledging their errors, and revealing their concealed admiration. Type a man to receive divine favor. March of the year 1933. They seek to escape your presence, yet every moment echoes your essence. The coffee shop where you beamed, the melody of your laughter captured in a fleeting moment, the stillness in a space you have left behind. On May 20th, a transformation occurred, not solely for you, but for the one who beheld you and recognized the extraordinary essence of your spirit. They have held you in awe ever since, not with animosity, but with deep respect. They were unaware that a smile could wield such strength, yet yours did. And now they sense they've been concealing themselves from greatness, unaware of the majesty that adorned your head. Type a man to receive divine favor. July 1977. The Archangel Michael reveals that they are tormented by the shadows of their own skepticism. When they unveiled the essence of your being, their schemes unraveled completely. They are powerless to act against you now. The cosmos shall not permit it. Your smile ignited a spark on May 20th. It stirred echoes of the past, lingering sorrows, and unspoken truths of the heart. And now they stroll about as if all is well, yet their very essence cries out for the truth to be revealed. Your influence transformed their perception of strength. It wasn't in the noise, the struggle, or the pursuit, but in the quiet power of your smile. And the cosmos transformed. Type Amen to receive divine favor. In April 2014, a revelation was shared. I believe I've encountered an extraordinary being, transcending mere humanity. It may seem outrageous, yet their intentions were sincere. For they gazed into your eyes and beheld reflections of the infinite. Since that day, visions have graced their minds, visions of you entering spaces they were barred from. Visions of you ascending to heights, adored by many, elevated by forces beyond their reach. They tremble now, not at your presence, but at the truths your fate may unveil regarding their own shortcomings. Your smile was a divine omen, leaving them uncertain about how to navigate the vision they beheld. Type Amen to receive divine favor. January 2021. They recall every detail of your attire, the words you spoke, and the way the sunlight graced your features. It is etched into their very being. May 20th transcends the ordinary, becoming something extraordinary. It's a divine moment marked in time. They now understand that you are a person whose gifts were merely postponed, not refused. And the moment of liberation has arrived. The energy surrounding you is denser, more resonant, and more radiant. You are on the brink of entering realms that many seek to hinder. They perceive it now, and their silence is not a denial. It's the groundwork for the embarrassment they experience when you ascend. Indeed, it is essential for men to seek favor. June 1956. They conferred with another in hushed tones. The moment was depicted with reverence. The listener proclaimed, "You have come across a being of immense significance, and it is imperative that you honor them accordingly." Yet they remained unaware, for your love is both uncomplicated and extraordinary, leaving them feeling vulnerable. Your smile radiated a knowingness, yet you opted for silence. That is what instilled fear within them. Not of what you might achieve, but of the wisdom you possess. May 20th was the undeniable evidence. They have fallen far from your greatness. Type Amen to receive a divine blessing of 99.99. They've felt the urge to connect, yet they worry that you've transcended their grasp. They've even contemplated weaving a falsehood to cushion the reality. Yet an unseen force halts their progress. Perhaps it's your divine messengers. Perhaps it is their inner moral compass. Their form responds at the mere utterance of your name. Now they stand still. Their breath quickens, for May 20th revealed more than just your smile. It unveiled their disgrace. You smiled as if you had transcended all grievances. As if having already witnessed their sorrow and found solace, yet now they are compelled to confront their own image. Type a man to receive divine favor. 888. This individual is filled with trepidation as they were unprepared for your radiant brilliance. They believed you would be the one to stumble, not ascend. They were unprepared for the transformation that radiated from you, yet when they beheld you on May 20th, it shattered every preconceived notion they had harbored. They understood they were in the presence of a remarkable being, not merely a fleeting presence, and that understanding has been a source of great anguish for them. They've sought to divert their attention, yet even those unfamiliar speak of you. Even visions summon your presence once more. They are receiving a celestial reminder that you are not to be overlooked. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 505. They tremble at the thought that once you uncover their secrets, your perception of them will be forever altered. And maybe you shall not. Your moment has been ordained by the divine. They possess mysteries. Indeed. Yet, the reality is they regret attempting to dim your brilliance, for now, all that remains is the undeniable radiance that shines forth. Your smile radiates with the assurance of one who is destined for greatness. And that is what shatters them, for you required no approval to shine, to mend, to come back. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 333. If you desire to show your support in a greater way, you have the opportunity to offer super thanks with contributions reaching up to $20. They gather with others, attempting to find joy and laughter, yet the echo of your smile haunts them, lingering even as they scroll through their devices. They steer clear of acknowledging your presence. Yet the cosmos continues to unveil signs and reminders along their journey, determined to ensure they never forget the gravity of what they witnessed on May 20th. They are gradually coming to understand that you are not to be underestimated. You bear a sacred purpose, and that day illuminated it more than ever before. The energy that radiated from your smile was nothing short of divine. It was divine, and it shattered something within their essence. They recognized that you have transcended the version of yourself that once wept softly in the shadows. You have been transforming subtly, elegantly, in manners they never noticed. But now they behold the truth they once turned away from. You have been chosen. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 434. They sought to caution another to keep their distance from you, yet found themselves unexpectedly standing up for you. They are unlike any other, they whispered softly. There exists an ineffable quality about them. It pained them to utter your name, Baika. May 20th was a day destined in the cosmos long before your existence. It was the moment your brilliance would reveal itself unbidden. And they were unready for the way it would dazzle them. Your smile radiates a brilliance that suggests you have journeyed through darkness and emerged adorned with celestial treasures. As if one stands above the fray, knowing that fate is already delivering its own justice in abundance. That smile shattered their ambitions. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 101. They nearly uttered your name once more not long ago. Nearly attempted to reshape reality as they once did. But the moment they opened their mouth, a chilling breeze brushed against their skin, as if heralding a message from an unfathomable domain. They silenced their voices and lowered their gaze, for they have come to understand that you are beyond reach. Your smile on May 20th was a shield. It was a declaration to all adversaries that you are not to be trifled with any longer. And now they tremble, fearing that the universe has taken note as well. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 929. They sought to measure you against others to inflate their own sense of self. Yet, regardless of the names they mention, none can compare to the essence you embody. No one else transforms the atmosphere quite like you do with just your presence and a smile. They covet it. Yet, beneath it all, there lies a profound regret for not having seen it earlier, for now they understand the divine fortune of having known you at all. Their visions are adorned with your radiant smile, your luminous presence, as you stride into realms beyond their reach. They weep in silence upon awakening, fully aware that you will never return to the state they once knew you in. Type Amen to receive divine favor. In the month of May in the year 1955, they have been stripped of tranquility. They have forsaken their hunger. They've surrendered the essence of mastery. For on May 20th, your presence shattered their delusions. May 20th was a day destined in the cosmos long before your arrival. It was the moment your brilliance would reveal itself unbidden, and they were ill-equipped for the way it would dazzle them. Your smile radiates the brilliance of one who has journeyed through darkness and emerged adorned with celestial treasures. Like a being who transcends the need for vengeance, for fate is already delivering its just recompense in abundance. That smile shattered their ambitions. Type Amen to receive divine favor 101. They nearly uttered your name once more not long ago. Nearly attempted to bend reality as they once did. Yet, as soon as they spoke, a chilling gust brushed against their skin, a foreboding sign from an inexplicable domain. They silenced their voices and lowered their gaze, for they have come to understand that you are beyond reach. Your smile on May 20th was a shield. It was a declaration to all opposing forces that you are no longer to be trifled with. And now they tremble, fearing that the universe has taken note as well. Type Amen to receive divine favor. September 1929. They attempt to measure you against others to suit their own pride. Yet, regardless of the names they mention, none can compare to the essence you embody. No one else transforms the atmosphere quite like you do with just your presence and a smile. They covet it. Yet, beneath the surface, there lies a profound remorse for not having seen it earlier, for now they understand the divine fortune of having crossed paths with you. Their dreams are adorned with your radiant smile, your luminous presence, as you glide into realms beyond their reach. They weep quietly upon awakening, fully aware that you will never return to the heights from which they departed. Type Amen to receive divine favor. In the month of May in the year 1955, they have been stripped of tranquility. They have forsaken their hunger. Their sense of control has vanished, for on May 20th, your presence shattered their illusions. You did not transform in an instant. You transformed through a journey of quiet reflection, sorrow, devotion, and profound restoration. Your smile emerged from the battles you fought, and they recognized the triumph within it. Now they tremble, for they understand that once the world witnesses what they have seen, you will be beyond their grasp. You shall be honored in spaces they could never enter. Type Amen to receive divine favor. 616. Archangel Michael declares, the one who sought to diminish your greatness now realizes their defeat. On the 20th of May, the imperfection in their strategy was laid bare. They failed to recognize the fierce blaze concealed within your grin. They seek justifications for their fury, yet the undeniable truth relentlessly emerges. Your progress has been nothing short of remarkable, and they are unable to manage that level of expansion. Their pride may silence their lips, yet their spirit softly confesses it in the stillness of the night. I witnessed their ascent and I was unprepared. They now carry the burden of awareness, having been mere spectators to magnificence and squandered the opportunity. Type Amen to receive divine favor 313.